Hello, community artist Laura here. This video is going to be an unboxing, I guess, of this book I just got from Thriftbooks, which is my favorite way to buy books because you can still thrift at home. Um, anyway, this book I'm super excited about is 59 Illustrated National Parks 100th anniversary of the National Park Service with original poster art. So the poster art is what I'm excited about. One of my favorite ways to engage in community art and to bring art to the community is by getting collage materials that are themselves art already, and then either cutting them up or presenting them, fully in a small form as collage materials. That way, whoever's making that collage, whoever's sitting at that table, is either looking at art or creating art or both. Uh, and that's my goal. I just want to get accessible art making and art appreciating out in front of people who maybe don't usually seek it out on their own or aren't interested in going to a museum or whatever. But if they just got their hands in some clay, it'd be great. Those people. So I'm excited about this book because I'm going to cut it up and then somebody can collage about Acadia. The page I'm going to steal for myself, though, first, because of course, as a community artist, just like as a chef, I can choose if I want the best morsels to go to me before I share, or if I want to save them for the end, or if I want to present them. Okay, I'm just looking for Denali because that's the one that I want. These, this art is so fun. Look at this art. Here's the Everglades, sort of moody tree sunset situation with a canoe. Love it. So, yeah, I'm going to cut up this book carefully and then present it to, or not present it, put it in a new tray. Oh, there was Katmai. Okay. Oh, and all right, here's all the Alaska parks. I haven't been to Gates of the Arctic, but I spent, I'm gonna go ahead and say months of my childhood at Katmai National Park, standing on the platform from which whoever took this reference, the reference photo for this art, I have stood on that deck a lot because my family had a little cabin on the river nearby. So that's Katmai. Kenai Fjords is also in Alaska, although I don't think I've been there. Some more Alaskan national parks. Gosh, there's a lot of national parks in Alaska, aren't there? But I'm still looking for Denali. Where are you, Denali? Maybe in the index they will tell me where Denali is. No, maybe in, oh, here we go, table of contents. It's not alphabetical or anything though. Okay, here we go, 42 and 43. I'll be able to show you Denali, which I am certainly going to keep for myself. Maybe I'll put it up. Oh yeah, Denali's nice. Here's Denali. So this could sit on a shelf somewhere, or we could take it out, cut it up, and appreciate it. What do you think is the best use of this thrifted object? I think the best use of this object, now that it is no longer being used for its very original purpose, the very first thing somebody bought this brand new for, it's not doing that anymore. Somebody donated it or sold it to Thriftbooks or to a used bookstore somewhere. So now this book, it's on its I don't know, at least second, maybe third or fourth or fifth life with me. It's still in nice enough quality that I feel a little bit bad about cutting it up, but it's also beaten up enough that I know it has been loved before this. So I think it's ready to be a collage material. So I'm going to put it in that stack in my studio. Thanks for watching. What is your favorite way to thrift from home or to make thrifting accessible for you? I know that thrift stores themselves are really tricky for a lot of people, either because shopping in them is terrible, or because humans are terrible, or because touching other people's used stuff is terrible. But you can still thrift online within those parameters. Thriftbooks is where I buy almost all books. Um, for clothes, ooh, there's one that I forget, but I'll talk about it in another video. Point is, trying to stick in that reuse section of the little reduce, reuse, recycle thing. That reuse, I like to stay in that place and keep circling inside that reuse place for as long as possible until the object is so completely used up that there is no other choice. It is absolutely useless for any other purpose ever in my house. And then I throw it away or recycle it, whatever the case may be. And of course, not every single object gets this treatment. I throw away plenty and I recycle plenty, and I'm not, the point is not to be perfect. The point is to be curious and creative with your garbage or the things that you're thinking about donating. Like, yeah, that doesn't work for the purpose you intended it for, but where else in your house do you need that shape of basket? Where else in your house could use a piece of art that isn't the right color for that bathroom, but actually, wait, maybe it goes on that blank wall upstairs. Things like that. Before something leaves your house, think about it. All right, that's all for this one. Um, I'll sign off. Community artist Laura here in New Hope, Minnesota, recording in February of 2026. A scary time outside of snow and mostly ice, but in here I'm reading books and trying to connect with you and read you stories and tell you stories. Um, yeah, talk back to me somehow if you want. I'd love to hear your ideas or see typed, see written your ideas about all of this. Thanks for listening. Safe community people. Love you. Bye.